hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and it is Thursday, which means we're diving into one of our hashtag TBT or Throwback Thursday reactions. And this is actually a patron request as well. Coincidentally, I had already added Brandy and Paolo singing, I think 10 minutes ago, to my reaction playlist when I first decided that I was going to start doing this Throwback Thursday reactions again. And I was like, okay, yes, I can't wait to get into this. And then my babies, the BL Wolfpack over on Patreon, Bo, Al, and Fong, they sent me a couple requests because they sent me all kinds of goodies. But they sent me this and like, hey, would you react to this too? And I'm like, well, what a coincidence. I was just going to react to some Cinderella stuff anyway. So maybe I'll also react to the Brandy and Paolo performance this week. Maybe. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see how I feel, if I have enough energy. But right now, we're going to dive into one of the queens, the legend, the voice, the one and only Miss Whitney Houston singing There Is Music in You live on what looks like the Rosie O'Donnell show way back when. I think this was like 97 and whatnot. Like, there's so much amazing music in this movie, especially in this version of the movie. There's so many amazing performances, but like this is one of my just top tier songs. Like it is the big climax of the movie. It is where just those big belty soaring Whitney Houston vocals just shine, and it's just like, as a little boy and as a grown-ass man, I've attempted to sing this many times, and in my head I sound amazing. Give me a record deal. My neighbors might say something different, but you know what? They don't know what they're talking about. But we're going to dive in and watch the queen, the goddess that was Miss Whitney Houston, slay There's Music in You. So let's dive on in.
Here to sing There's Music in You, the incomparable Whitney Houston.
You better just sit on your bench.
Someone wants you. You know who. Now you're living. There's music in you.
Whitney's dynamics were always so gorgeous.
Now you're hearing something new. Someone playing the music in you.
Sing, mama.
Now you're living. You know why. Now there's nothing you won't try.
Run, mama.
Gonna move a mountain like the sky.
It's just so effortless.
Make a wish come true. There is music in you. Now you can go wherever you want to go. Now you can do whatever you want to do. Now you can be whatever you want to be. And love is the song you will sing your life through.
Ooh, okay.
Move a mountain, light up the sky, make a wish come true. See, there is a music in you.
That head voice is heavenly. Diva.
So good. All right. Whitney Houston. God bless you. Thanks.
God rest her soul. Oh God, Queen, Queen, Queen. Like, for me, like, what made Whitney so special, especially in her prime, it wasn't the fact that she had this incredible range. Like, yes, range is amazing. It is impressive. There are lots of singers who have impressive ranges and can sing all kinds of highs, all manner of lows, and all this stuff in between. But there's a combination of things that just make a voice really just speak to you, really reach to you. So outside of like her just having this range, she had this gorgeous, luxurious tone to her voice. Like she sang and it just felt rich. It felt like I've said the same thing about like John Legend's voice, and I know his voice isn't for everybody. I'm sure Whitney's voice isn't for everybody. It should be, but whatever. Opinions are all subjective. But like, you listen to her sing it, and it just sounds like money. It sounds rich and luxurious. Like if I describe it in foods, because like I'm a fat kid, I talk about food all the damn time. But like, it's like a rich chocolate cake. Like it's decadent. It feels indulgent. It just feels so delicious and just like so satisfying. So like she just got that rich, luxurious tone to her voice, and then she just has this ease about everything she does. Everything she did just felt so easy, whether she was singing in her low chest voice, whether she was singing in her mids, whether she was belting, whether she was in a head voice, whatever it may have been. Like everything felt easy. Her transitions up into her head voice, and it's like it's not even that she was doing like a soft, like whispery, airy falsetto or anything. Like her head voice had heft to it. It had weight behind it. There was power behind these head notes that she was hitting, but it all felt easy and effortless. When she was belting in her mid-range, easy, effortless, so much volume, so much resonance. When she's in her lows, like it just, everything had this ease, this air of just like, I'm in perfect control of everything I'm doing, and everything that's coming out of my mouth is a choice. I am making these choices. Sometimes I'm making these choices up on the fly, because Whitney is one of those singers who was liable to just like, we have the general structure of the song that, the way it was written, the way we recorded it, and then when we go to perform it live, just get caught up in the moment, get caught up in the music, and then just go off on like some random ass tangent, and it sounds beautiful. Everything that fell out of her mouth sounded beautiful, but when the tempo, the timing wasn't even a damn thing even remotely like what was the recorded version, so you couldn't sing along with it as an audience member, but you were just enraptured by everything she did because it was just amazing. Like, one of my all-time favorite performances of hers is her performing All the Man That I Need. I think it was like Live for the Troops or something. The scandalous red dress and the shoulder pads, and like, that's one of those times where it's like she just went off on this riffing tangent, this call and response between her and her band, and she just like ad-libbed for like 2.5 minutes after the song was already over, and I'm like, you better go on. But yeah, like she just has this ease and this effortless nature about everything she did. So it's like, it just sounds so gorgeous. And like I said, this is one of those songs. Like, this version of Cinderella is something I grew up with. I still have the VHS in my living room right now. I stole it from, well, I didn't steal it. Like, my parents weren't going to watch it, so they didn't need it at their house. But when I moved over into my own house, 4 or 5 years ago, there were certain, staple movies, DVDs, and all that kind of stuff, and things I took along with me. And you bet your ass that was one of the VHSs I took with me. I love that movie. Love that movie. It was such a big part of my childhood. Me and my little sister, we used to, learn all the choreography to dances in all kinds of movies and TV shows, and recreate it in our living room. And that whole ballroom scene with the guys lifting the girls, and this movie, such a big part of my childhood. So like, yes, this song, it is impeccable, and I would search high and low for karaoke tracks to see if I could even attempt, because back in the day, back when I was first starting to sing and do karaoke and perform and whatnot, I always thought I was Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey. I thought I was the stuff. And then, years and years. And I'm like, okay, I may not be them. I'm more, Luther Vandross. I'm a man. I'm not, this superstar pop R&B diva with all these riffs and runs. I am very much a man, but still doesn't stop me from attempting to sing these things in my shower. But yes, the song is just, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful arrangement, beautiful, just this sweeping orchestral arrangement, and it just culminates to this big, just climax, and I just love, love, love it. So what I loved about her performance here is, like, she did her little Whitneyisms where, like, she would play with the timing during the verses, and she would slow down on this word and then speed up, speed up, speed up. Like, it was not the this timing all the way through the song. She made the timing her own, because that's what she does. She just sings whatever comes out of her soul in the moment. Very spontaneous like that. But it just felt very controlled, and like she was leading you on this just like vocal journey. Like, yes, eventually we're gonna get to this high place, and we're gonna get all belty and all that kind of stuff. But before we get there, let's take you on a tour around town. Let's show you some of these lows. Give you a nice little spurt, a nice little mid belt. Okay. Let's go downtown a little bit. All right, and she's just taking on this vocal tour. Like, it's not just build. It's not like a linear build. It's like, it's just this masterful painting. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but like her vocal dynamics are just insane. So yes, everything just felt easy and effortless, and then she smacked you in the face with all these belts at the end. The only places that I wasn't sure if it was like a conscious choice to make these changes, or if like she was tired or her voice was doing whatever, was at the end, towards the end, when she was going into the "There is music in you," all that stuff. At one of those points, like, I heard her voice do like a slight little crack or slight little, break or whatever, that I don't think was intentional. Not a huge deal. But I think it just might have been a sign that maybe she might have been tired during this particular performance, which, if you're going to give me these vocals the rest of the way through being tired, you better work. And if she wasn't tired, it was just a momentary slip up, or maybe it was intentional. I don't know, but it didn't sound like it was an intentional like vocal cry or vocal break like Sia does stylistically and whatnot. It felt more like just in the moment. It was a little vocal hiccup, but it happens to all of us. Even in our best days, you can warm up. These little things happen. The rest of the thing was flawless. But then the other instance, what is that part? Now you can go wherever you wanna go. And love is a song you're singing your life through. Like, in the recorded version, after "Sing your life through," she does this riffing pattern, which I do not have nearly as agile a voice as her, so I can't do all of that. Whoa, whatever it is. And then go into "Move a Mountain." But here, instead of doing all that riffing, she was just, "Love is a song you sing your life through." Oh, she just did like this "oh," and even on that "oh," it sounded like the voice was wanting to break a little bit. And I don't, at that particular moment, I thought it was just her, like, okay, she's in the moment and she doesn't really want to do all this riff and run, and she's just gonna, she's feeling herself. Yes, the spirit speaking to her. Yes. So I'm like, okay. So I was giving her the benefit of the doubt, but then there towards the end, when I heard that little break vocally again, I was like, okay, maybe she was tired at this particular performance, because I can imagine promoting this movie, going on the talk show, singing here and there and everywhere, plus with her concerts and all that kind of stuff. She might have been tired. She might have just needed a vocal break or something like that. Who knows what it was. So just minor little things that I was hearing there, but again, she's a queen. She was a queen. She's a goddess. Voice unlike any other. So like, two minor little blemishes, whatever. I don't care. The rest of the performance was sickening. She's gorgeous. She's stunning. That voice is everything. And it's a shame it's not with us anymore. It's a shame, but she left quite the legacy behind. She left us with quite a songbook. And yeah, incredible. So thank you, my babies. Bo, Al, and Fong for requesting this. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you all enjoyed it. Just this little stroll down memory lane. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications so you'll be notified when all of my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments and I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. Mwah. And before you guys go, a shout out to my amazing patrons. I can't begin to express how thankful I am for your support. And if you guys would like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. Love you guys.